Okay. So, I have no idea if that helped. Probably didn't. I think I closed things I shouldn't have. God damn it. Eh. Oh. I just crushed. Well. So far, so good. Let's see if I jinxed myself by saying that. So far, so good. Ah, okay. Damn it. The giantess claps, the sound ringing in the silent, cold hall. Ha! This small thing survived it. Impressive, but if you wish to speak to me of a treaty, you must prove yourself against my champion. A raiders charge towards you. Yeah, I don't know, it's just so fucking frustrating that it seems to be either technical issues or then it's fucking net issues, like one or the other, like. Berserker Champion, fierce, loyal, and relentless, champion of the High Priestess. Berserker's weapons are imbued with ice that slows their enemies' movements and attacks.
Why do we always end up enraging the locals? You should let them stop.
Oh, tried dodging that a little bit late. Oh, and I looked away and got smacked. Even though you failed to bring me your offering, I'm impressed with how you wield your sword. Now hear my terms. The High Priestess draws herself up, a towering figure draped in fur and wrath. The North will never bend to the Empire. Blood for blood for blood. Those are my terms, small one. Let your leaders hear it and quake. With that, you make a quick descent to relay the message back to General Brandstrom. So yeah, Humble Hammer, Berserkers, Extinguisher. And yeah, Temple Prayers is one of the ones that's unlocked. So it's... Clearing out the Rusty Razor. Convincing Era to help Malcalypse. Take aim and cover what lurks in Iron Peak. But yeah, I do apologize if I end up less enthusiastic, but it's just Like, there's a lot of shit going on IRL, and then it's like, I try to do a stream to fucking, like, kind of escape from that for a little bit, and it's just even more issues, and it's like, can I have, like, one place where I don't have issues, please? Please. Just one?
This game is merely a game. It is not the true game of life and death, merely my model of it.
Yes, we've heard that before, buddy.
Challenges you will face when we meet Callus in truth.
Yes, yes, yes. But yeah, it's just it can be quite frustrating when I'm trying to do this as, you know, something to enjoy. And then I turn around and it's just fucking issues. I'm like, I already have enough of these. Can you? No. No.
In this case, the Empress is a symbol, a leader of the northern clans, but not their only one.
Okay, so this one is basically your introduction to fame.
Now we come to one of the new nuances of our game. The hunt for fame and esteem would not work for all players, but it works for you. I can sense it in you. Your pride, your skill. In time, we will learn all of you.
Umar. Raiders have destroyed our village, the Elder of Talos explains in a hushed voice. They were sent by a dark shaman of the north. They were searching for this. He draws a large warhammer from his cloak. Aretha's ire. 'Tis the only weapon that will break the seal protecting their encampment. He hands you the weapon. So, another...
is a powerful force.
Another example of a platinum card. You'll notice just down here, fame required 20, so I can't actually use it until I have 20 fame. The weapon is heavier than you imagined, perhaps weighted down by some hidden magic preventing you from wielding it to its potential. The Elder looks straight in your eyes as though peering into your soul. Not all weapons are for all men. Only those who have demonstrated great acts of valor and courage may bear Haritha's ire. You'll do well to remember that. Ask some questions. What would you like to know? What must I do? You must find the courage to wield this weapon and defeat the shaman before the 5th village falls. The villagers need a hero. The town of Braden is surely in danger and must be warned. How to use Haritha's ire. Great artifacts require great heroes, he explains. Never turn down the opportunity to aid others, seek out greatness, and you will be rewarded. Shaman. A twisted creature with great power. Never seen on the battlefield, but I hear she commands her warriors from her camp in the forest to the east. We've sent our warriors to find her, but a magical barrier prevents anyone from entering her sanctum. It is said that Haritha's ire can break through such a barrier. If she were attacked at her camp, these raids could surely be stopped for good. About the Empire. The Elder scowls. Empire? What good is the Empire? Naught but tax collectors and Karen crows. 6 raids here this year and not a soldier to be seen. So much for protection. They're less reliable than the worst of the gods. In your quest. Thank you. I trust the sacrifice of Talos not go in vain. May the gods bring you good fortune.
When the hero runs in, the villain takes their time to bait their trap. Be careful, lest they put you in your place.
A rustling behind you is all the warning you get that your life is in danger. You turn as the cords of a northern bowler wrap around your body. Party of northerners charges at you as you break free. Oh. I've got a stabby stab. I'll stabby stab.
You know, my friend here is killed far better than you.
There we go. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, just give me 1 sec. I fiddled around with some other options. Okay, yes, excellent. So, you will... Yeah, at the very least at the moment, you will notice the fucking quality changing, is the best way to put it, because I did enable dynamic... I did enable dynamic fucking bitrate, because, yeah, I don't fucking know. Like, honestly speaking, if dynamic bitrate lets me get through this without dropping fucking frames, I'm fine with it. That, like, if the quality suffers, the quality suffers. I just would prefer not to have, like, I'd prefer the frames not to be dropped. I'd prefer to just... I don't know, I'm probably not explaining it right. I never fucking do. Whatever. With the Rangers defeated, you contemplate your next move. Search for spoils. Why not? Damn it. Probably just that the, when you drop frames, the quality, the quality reduction is not smooth, is probably the best way to put it. Like, it's quite ugly when you drop frames, and it's quite noticeable. Whereas at least, with this one, it should, like, even if my bitrate is going down, it shouldn't look as ugly, is the best way to put it. Hopefully. Because yeah, I'm literally fucking looking at it now, and yeah, it's fucking going up and down and up and down, up and down. But at least the frame rate hasn't been impacted, which is probably the big thing. But hey, if this is what I have to do, this is what I have to do. As you search for valuables, one of the Northerners grabs you. With his last breath, he runs his blade into your side. My guild!
Time passes and things change. The advances of the Empire march on, and mystery and magic falls further into darkness. Yet, death stalks the streets of the city.
A pall of smog casts the city in a dull grey light as you navigate the narrow streets and back alleys of Iron Peak. Beware the Prince of Poisons, calls a young boy in a short-brimmed cap as he hands out leaflets to the passing crowds. You stop to read a discarded parchment sodden by the damp that clings to the cobblestones. Prince of Poisons strikes again. Another mass poisoning in the back streets of Lowtown. Mayor raises reward to 500 gold. The boy approaches as you finish reading. If you really hope to be safe, you'd best protect yourself. I have just the thing at a bargain price. Well, how nice of him. Ask about the Prince of Poisons. He's the one responsible for all the killing that's been going on, the child exclaims wide-eyed. Dozens, if not hundreds of innocent people dead, all poisoned by the prince. He strikes at random, anywhere in the city and at any time, just drops one of his canisters and half the street's dead before anyone knows what's happening. Ask about protection from the Prince of Poisons. The boy looks around to make sure nobody is watching too closely, then discreetly takes a small vial of colourless liquid from his pocket. This tonic was brewed from the fruit of a rare plant that only grows high on the northern hills. It will boost your strength, give you the edge you need to survive the poison. I like you, stranger. I'm a fair judge of character, and you seem like a good cert. For you, only 5 gold. Easy. Hand over the gold and drink the mixture. A sudden scream has you reaching for your weapon and sends the crowd into a panic. A band of armed warriors advance on a silver-haired woman weighted down with an impressive array of weapons. One of the men points menacingly at the woman, declaring, "You sent my brother Mad Eye back to Break Knuckle Prison, bounty hunter." "Yes," she states matter-of-factly, "I did. Perhaps he should learn to accept rejection." "Nobody crosses my family." The warriors rush forward to attack, fight to defend the woman. The old woman says nothing as you move to stand by her while the thugs advance. It's loud. Keturah, you'll find no charity here. When activated, Keturah fires her back-holstered weapon and causes high damage to enemies in range. Stay close to charge her ability faster.
Nothing like the smell of gunpowder to get the blood racing.
The silver-haired woman puts her guns away, saying, "I didn't ask for your intervention." You check the fallen for anything of use as she turns to leave. Yeah, I'll take a shield. Food! A squad of soldiers appears from further down the street, calling for everyone to lay down their arms. Too late to be of use. However, they can do little more than survey the carnage. The garrison captain rides up and addresses the woman curtly. "Keturah, causing trouble again?" "It's by doing your job that I make enemies like this," Keturah responds sharply. The captain bristles at this remark but keeps his voice under control as he retorts, "We have more important work to do than chasing street thugs and petty criminals." "And how goes the search for the Prince of Poisons?" Keturah asks. "I hear another 12 died at the smelter yesterday." The captain's face fills with anger, but Keturah simply turns and walks away, adding, "I have work to do. You know where to find me." The garrison captain screams orders for everyone to disperse, then rides off down the street. His soldiers run to keep up with him, and you slip away before more trouble starts. You leave the troubled town of Iron Peak with the impression that you've not yet seen all that it has to offer. That one had a lot of reading. There we go, Humble Hammer. Its big thing is that the less fame you have, the more damage it deals, so it can be good in the early game. Or on like low fame runs. Don't really have the gold to buy anything.
At what
Distressed
point does
damsel.
honor bend to pragmatism?
Quiet, you. We assist. Oh wow, we actually did it again. "Thank you," the woman says as you help her from the carriage. "Please accept this as a token of my gratitude." Gold! I'll take gold. You thank the woman and continue on your way.
Age turns
The
us.
old maiden.
She has done rather better than I in the time that has passed.
Walking through a shady forest, you encounter a frail old maiden. She stops to greet you. "For centuries I have helped the mortals who find themselves lost in my forest. Is there anything that may help you with your journey?" "The supplies." "This should sustain you for a few days," she says, squinting at you with tired eyes.
You strike me
Oh,
as the
no.
type who would put themselves in harm's way for the benefit of others. Yet, perhaps you'd rather have someone else sacrifice themselves for you.
Oh no. You hear shouting up ahead. As you make your way down the cobbled streets, you see lights flickering on the road in front of you. As you approach, you see a building, flames and smoke billowing out of its upper room windows. A crowd has formed outside, passing buckets of water between one another to temper the blaze. As you push your way through the crowd, you see a woman frantically pleading to the villagers. "Please help, my family is in there. Anyone, please help. Brave the fire." So this
It is one of my favorite innovations. It combines many different elements of our game into one.
Yeah, so this is the wheel gambit. You'll notice these two here on their way past, those are what we're aiming for. We're aiming for the toils. There's also another one that's off on its own. We want to try to get that one off on its own first. Ah, fuck. I overestimated how quick. So we'll take that toil. Through a haze...
A wise decision.
Through a haze of smoke, you find the woman's youngest daughter crying under a bed. You coax her out, scoop her up, and carry her out of the blaze. The villagers rush to your age. Thank you... to your age. To your aid. Thank you, brave adventurer. I can take it from here. But be warned, the building is not safe. It will soon collapse. The woman embraces her child, then turns to you once more. My husband. Did you see my husband? He's still in there. Please, please help. And the building. Okay, so it kept the toils next to each other. That's good. You find the woman's son attempting to find his way out through the smoke and flames. Grabbing his hand, you lead him back through the building to safety. A villager rushes to your aid. Fucking... I keep saying age! Eh! My husband, did you see my husband? He's still in there. Oh my god, fine. Jeez. The big thing about this is that how far it moves is set based on how fast the wheel's moving. So if you are able to tell the speeds, you can tell how far ahead you need to stop it. I'm not that good. Most of the time. Most of the time. Easy, man. Slumped in the corner of a room, you find the woman's husband. You put his arm over your shoulder and quickly make your way out of the inferno. As you emerge, the woman and her children rush to the man's side and embrace him. Thank you, adventurer. You have saved my family from certain death. How the fuck did I manage that? Do you have any freaking idea on one of my old saves how much trouble I had trying to get that fucking done? Oh my god, how? How? While their possessions have been destroyed and will never be able to repay you, know that we will speak of your deeds here today for as long as we shall live. Oh shit. So yeah, that's actually a very good one for this, because that grand total, I think that literally gave me like 12 fame out of the 20 I need.
Next town holds.
Okay. Following the Talos Elder's instruction, you find yourself on the road to Braden. Continue on to the next village. Dusk falls as you continue on your quest.
Do not take lightly the mantle of fame. Being a figurehead is not without consequences.
You arrive at Braden at dawn to find it under attack from raiders. As the village burns, 3 brave farmers attempt to defend the last of the surviving villagers. One calls out, "Please help, we must stop these savages before all is lost." I draw my weapon and I rush to their aid. I rush to their aid. I shall aid you, I shall aid you. Ah. A shield. Oh my god. Remember, don't hit the cuckoos. Shield. When skies are darkened by your enemy's volleys... Excuse me. Fight in the shade of this personal wooden bulwark.
I hope this
Bulwark?
works.
I hope this works! Fuck you, Malcalypse. Yeah, so if you're trying to keep the villagers alive, you want to focus on the raiders, because the bowler doesn't actually do any damage on its own. So the trappers throwing the bowler at the farmers, that's just a free attack. They don't do anything. But the raiders will actually physically harm the farmers. So they're the priority target there. So Winter's Bane, of course, I'm fighting. And there we go, enough fame for
Yours to use.
Aretha's ire. Surviving villagers rush to the farmers' aid and tend their wounds. Thank you, hero, they cry. You have saved our people, but sadly our village is no more. Please accept this small token of our gratitude. And this is because all of the peasants were alive.
It appears
Worthy hero!
worthy to wield the weapon of champions. The raiders will hide from you no longer.
You turn Haritha's ire over in your hands. The rune on its face begins emitting a golden light. It is unclear if it now weighs less or you have a newfound strength, but either way you can now wield the mighty hammer. Malcalypse looks on in awe. Wow, that would earn a pretty penny at the markets. But, first, let's use it to break the barrier to the Northern Raiders' camp, slay the shamans and stop the raids once and for all. Remembering the Elder of Talos' instruction, you set out towards the Sanctum of the Shaman. Which I'm just going to head straight there. No real reason not to. There we go, Extinguisher. Once again, just getting rid of the new on the items.
Children are always the ones to suffer most. They have an excessive capacity for it.
You linger near a fort in the abandoned docks of the great city. Malcalypse slides out of an alley and strokes his mustache. Well, coin slave, the Empire has the stolen mage children hidden away in there. Now, I'm not fond of children, as you well know. You recall a time when Malcalypse was asked to relinquish his last sweet roll to a crying child. He refused. But Era won't give me the cure if I don't rescue them. He outlines the plan to you. It is worryingly brief. These forts are all interconnected, so even if we defeat one lot of guards, they're bound to call reinforcements. We'll have to get in and out quick. Defeat 2 steel monster cards within 60 seconds. Okay. Doable. Okay, got it. Malcalypse has drawn a helpful diagram in the dirt. The self-portrait is particularly generous. Ask why the Empire would kidnap mage children. We've evidence that we're evidence that the old world ever existed, and they don't like that. Ask about the plan again. Okay, yeah. Find a way in. Oh no! Oh no! That one. Oh no! At the exact moment you leave your hiding spot, a soldier swings the gates wide open. You and the soldier lock eyes, startled, before the young man comes to his senses and shouts, "Intruders!" Oh, 3 car? Oh no. Malcalypse swears as you skulk back to the alley. Through here, you see him disappear into a sewer grate. You follow before the soldiers find you. The rough stone walls of the narrow passage grate against your skin as you feel your way through the sewers. You stumble blindly into Malcalypse and clumsily plunge into the water. The commotion rouses a group of corrupted creatures taking refuge in the sewers. They don't take kindly to your intrusion. Jesus. Ha 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 ha. Well, this is going well.